So today we've got a pre-RWB show, let's call it. These are two Porsche 911s. One of them's a 911 SC, one of them is a 964. These are currently going through their restoration phase as they're getting ready for Nakai coming over to Melbourne by probably the end of the year for their full transformation into an RWB. So today we're going to get a little bit of a look behind the scenes of what they kind of look like before they become one of these pieces of art driving down the road. Today, these cars look a little bit different. Now we'll start off with a Porsche 964. This was a Carrera 2. There we go. It's a convertible. Now, people will spot that it's actually got wide fenders on the rear. I don't think this is an original wide fender car. This was originally from Singapore. These are actually steel, but this wasn't originally a wide fender car, and it's been modified over a period of time. Like we said, it's a 964. I think the engines are running really well in these, no problems at all with the engines mechanically. Probably needs a bit of a clean, but that's about it. Now, as I said, Nakai is turning up in, let's call it December, and it is now nearly September when I'm recording this video. So there is a fair bit of work to do, because not only is the interior changing on this car, but also the colour. And this is going to become a white RWB. Both the cars we're talking about today are going to get the 930 RWB kit on them. This one's going to have like a lower slung wing on it. Nothing too fancy, I don't think, on this. I don't think it really kind of suits a convertible when they've got too much, perhaps a big whale tail or something on the rear, but this is going to be a little bit more subtle than the car we will see in a moment. Apparently the bodywork is a lot better on this car, so they've spent a lot more time on the 911 SC rather than this car, because this one's apparently pretty solid. I think this one's going to be much easier for a colour change, and they're not doing anything too outlandish with this one, so it should be relatively easy as a project. It actually looks really, really solid on the inside. It doesn't look like there's anything. I guess if it's had the rear fenders done at some point, then it's probably had a lot more further work done on it. It just looks like it's a particularly solid car, so hopefully that doesn't take the lads very long to kind of get it ready and prepped for Nakai coming over. Now the 964 has still got plenty of work to do, and it is only a few months away before Nakai gets here, but there's a little SC over there that has gone through more of a transformation. And here we go, we've got a Porsche 911 SC with just a few bits missing. Now, colour transformation has already started to happen on this car. It is going to be red, and we can see on the interior, but also here on a number of the panels, and here on the bonnet. This SC hasn't got as much to go as you kind of look at it. The interior is all being pulled together already. This is getting a full transformation on the interior, full leather racing setup. This car is going for more of a racing theme. Originally a left-hand drive car as well from the UK, and this has been converted to right-hand drive. Flooring's all in, all the sills look really good. Apparently it did need a little bit more work than what they're expecting to have to do on the 964, but genuinely it looks pretty good. All new wiring will have to go in, and it's had a load of work done on the front here. It is nice to see an old 911 in this state as it goes through its transformation. It's got the old style oil cooler, and what I have found with the RWB is because the rolling mass of the wheels is so heavy, that oil cooler there on its own when you're out on track is really a limiting factor. So I've talked about that with the owner, and I think either what they're going to do is change that one to the radiator style and put in another radiator style one here on this side, or they've actually thought about modifying the front a little bit and putting in a front mount oil cooler. But I genuinely think with an SC, you get away with radiators on both sides. I think that's probably a perfect setup. So apparently the engine works brilliantly in this one as well. Turn the key, starts first time, which very different to the experience that I've got currently with my Porsche 911 SC engine. To be fair, mine is out the car at the moment, but it was never a start first time engine at all. Plans for the exhaust on this car, I think they're going to fit one of the GT3 RRS exhausts on this car. Sounds absolutely fantastic with a Porsche 911 SC engine, and I've heard that in a number of cars. Sent them out and they'll have to modify the rear bumper eventually when that goes on, but that's the plan. There's also talk on this car that they want to fit the 992 style light bar as well all the way around. Now what they're going to have to do for that, because they've had a bit of a chat with Nakai, is get the kit on and then modify the light afterwards, but that is the plan. So it'll have a different styling about it. No plans yet for the engine. I think they're probably going to keep it the way it is. Just do the front oil cooler mounts and then give it a bit of a race look and race style. It has got a bit of a different style breather box on it that I haven't seen before. 20. I don't think that's a 2.8. I think that's a 20 on there. It's got an air filter at the top. I might have to Google that to see what that is. Hot tip today as well for a classic Porsche 911 is that I would always upgrade that fuse box. Classic Retrofit do a blade-based system, and for some reason, when you've tidied up all the wiring and the actual fuses work and fit in perfectly, all of a sudden, the car just runs better. I can't explain it, I genuinely don't know why, but my recommendation is always upgrade those fuses. The replacement kit actually covers these ones as well, so do those as well. Now I am in a working shop today, so there's all kinds of stuff happening behind me, and there's probably loads of noise here, so forgive me for that. But I think somewhere over in that direction, we've got some painted RWB kit parts. And there we go, on the wall, covered in plastic. I think we've got some RWB kit components. Let's see if I can pull this around. What we've got there is the 930 front end. There is a fender in there as well. Got a fender there. And then I love these little winglets for the rear fenders. They are my favorite. And what we've got up here is an RWB GT2 wing. I am just going to stand under the plastic a minute and see if we can get a closer look at this. Now, this is what we wanted to see. What they've done there is they've got the GT2 wing with the RWB cutout on it. I think that's fantastic. If I was going to get a new wing for mine, I would get the GT2 wing. I don't know how that would look on a Targa, but that there with the RWB cutout is brilliant. Rear bumper, side skirts. So there we go, we've pushed the plastic back a little bit so I wasn't covered in absolutely everything. But that is a freshly painted RWB kit. So what we'll have is a Porsche 911 SC done in a real racing style GT2 wing. It is going to have the two-step ladder on the wing as well, which will look absolutely fantastic. I'm a big fan of a massive wing on an RWB. I think that you just need a big wing. The guys down here are a repair shop. They do wrapping, PPF, all kinds of things down here. And I think what they're going to do for the RWB event when Nakai is here, they're going to clear all this space out all round here. And they're going to make this all like a showroom for Nakai being here and get it all set up here for Nakai. I'm just actually having a wander around the shop and seeing what else is here. First edition Nissan GTR Skyline. Amazing condition. I just parked up in the shop. We can't get really kind of a good view of it because it's just in the corner, bless it. Restored and reconditioned actually in Japan before it was exported here. It is a little bit of a tight spot in here, so we can't really get a good view of that Nissan, but I think when Nakai's here, some of these cars will be out, so we'll get a really good view of them there. There are a few others spotted around here, so we're going to take a quick tour. FDRS import car from Japan, and then there's an S2000 over there. Both of them in yellow, looking fantastic. That is a local Melbourne car. But that, I don't know my JDMs very well, but that must be rare. And then there's an NSX there as well. Again, really nice condition. It's really tight in here, so we're having to be a little bit careful wandering around. Toyota Land Cruiser as well. I've got a Ford GT 500 Mustang, and this is an original Cobra GT 500.
Yeah, super snack.
It's all been re-leathered, re-upholstery.
Yeah.
Wow. And the dash is so cool on these old cars. 446 pack, there it sits in all its glory. Challenger, right next to an 86. There is a brilliant little collection here. Looks like it's got a carbon fibre wrapped bonnet. Headlights up, and they've also been wrapped there. Wheels are super clean. Ah, the interior. Let's see if it's open. It is. Oh, it looks like it's all original as well, because this kind of velour kind of feel about it. Wow. It has got a NOS cushion bottle in the back there. I thought it was just coming down to look at some old rusty 911s that were being restored and being converted to RWBs today. It's actually brilliant to come down and just see the other cars this lad has in his collection. So this is a 2003 Subaru. This is actually the STI Rally Edition. You'll see it's got the scoop on the roof. There we go. And it's also got the bumper that is all the Rally Edition as well. Very, very rare Subaru. Like, I don't know how much these things are worth and how hard it would be to actually find one in this kind of condition, but this one is immaculate. So the plan is to actually put in the original 992 rear light and the indicators as well. And what they'll have to do is kind of sculpt the SC body, because these are a little bit longer than the SC width, and then what that should do is fit in really nicely on a 911 SC.
Yeah, build this way.
Very cool. This is going to be a great space for Nakai to do his build. Sit down here, perhaps play basketball up at the top while we're getting a pair of RWBs built just right here. Well, the next time you see me here, we'll be here building 2 RWBs with Nakai. Hope you've enjoyed the tour, a bit of a preview of what some of these cars might look like before they turn into an RWB, and a bit of a preview of this space before Nakai turns up and does his magic. I'll see you again soon here with Nakai building some RWBs.